Hey guys, Max here with CAtuned Off-Road. In this install video, we're going to show you how to install a Ram ProMaster front bumper. Let's get started. All right guys, so I'm going to show you what you get when you purchase the Ram bumper. And obviously we are using the Warn VR Evo 12S. So what we have installed already, you have to take the controller off, people, because if you don't take the controller, it's going to be in the way of the radar box and other things. So what we did is we removed it to here. There's two holes here. You're going to have to reuse the original spots to screw this in, and we'll show you here in a minute how we do this. Also, when you relocate this, the original yellow and green are too short. So what we've done is extended. We use the 24 inches, and we'll add in a link. You can buy it from like your rally store. These are basically extensions. So what we did is undone the two yellow and the green and installed ours. And we'll show you how we install this. Also, what you get with the bumper are two brackets and a hardware kit. These are two brackets, and we'll show you later in the video where they go. You get a hardware with bolts and nuts, and obviously our little patch here, maybe a sticker or so. Obviously you get the ground cable with the winch and this hook with the winch as well. So we've gone to go ahead, we installed our fair lead here. The winch sits really nicely. We got some Mad Max orange shackles. Our next step is how we're going to show you how we actually install all of this onto the winch. All right guys, so what we're going to do here is actually install the wiring. That way, if you install it later in the vehicle, you won't have enough space. Okay guys, after we got the winch installed, we have the wiring harnesses all installed in the back of the thing. This thing is still loose because we need to get to the bolts, keep it loose. This is the kind of the last section. Now we're going to move on to removing the bumper. What we need to do is remove the headlights first. Then we have a couple of bolts on top, a couple of screws and clips on the side, and we're going to walk you through this. And we're using what kind of tool, Ilya? Is it T30? T30. We're going to slide the headlight to the middle of the car, just like that. And then you have obviously a couple of plugs in the back of the head. You might have to disconnect. There you go. Where the headlight has to be sliding to the side once you get those two torques out. All right, guys, we're going to take those top off. There's couple of these on top. Have all those bolts off on top. You have to just pull the grill off. Okay, so once you unclip the upper grill, there is two bolts right there. T27. Kind of have a swivel on there to get in that angle. And there's one on each side, one over there and one on this side, guys. All right, guys, so this plastic clip and this is a plastic kind of like a screw. It's kind of a pain in the ass. You kind of have to get like a little tool to kind of push on it so you can unscrew it. So it's just bear with it, kind of work with it, and it will come out. So there's clipped inside. The grill is with the bumper. So these male pieces right there went into this clip, as you can see. So you have to pull it on from the top. All right, so next step is going to be the outer bumper once you get the grill off on both sides. These are going to be the T30s all the way down. Okay, we're in the bottom of the car. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to have to remove. These are the last steps for the middle of the bumper pieces. Once you have the upper T30s removed, there's a cover, like a little grill cover, that you have to remove to get to this lower T30s on both sides. All right, that's it goes to the center part, as you can see, and then this the ones on the bottom we removed. All right, now we're going to focus on the outer sides. On this outer section, there are a couple of screws on this side, and you still have one more torque that you have to remove right there. A couple of screws on the sides, 8mm. There is a T30 screw, basically on the fender side, underneath the fender. Go ahead. All right, guys, so careful with these clips. What you're gonna have to do is kind of lift the bumper over these things. If you push on them, they might break. So just be gentle, but just like that. So you might have to use a little force. There's a couple of clips that are in there. There is another screw, guys. And basically we're going to repeat the same process on this other side. So you guys remember, there's a screw in here from the inside where the headlight was, and then there's one that was hiding up in there, right there. Once we have the two sides off, we're going to remove the crash bumper here, brush bar, using a 15mm socket. We're going to reuse the nuts and the bolts, guys, so keep those, don't throw them away. So before we take this brush, we got to remove a couple of screws from the from this fender liner. It's only on one side for some reason on this car. Once we remove the bumper and the front crash bar, there's this plastic piece we're going to have to cut on both sides, here and here. To do that, we're going to need to remove it. So there's a couple of 8mm screws on both sides that we have to remove. And then we're going to go ahead and cut that like with a Sawzall or anything you have. Remove 3 screws on each side. This will come off. So we're going to keep this upper piece. We're going to reinstall this. You can throw that one away. Booyah. Okay, for the center of the grill, we're going to cut along this line, guys. So see, you got the honeycomb kind of shape, and you have the flat. This is where the license plates go. See this yellow? We marked it. So we're going to tape it off so that way we don't scratch this while we're cutting with a jigsaw. So we're gonna cut 1.25 inches from the bottom there, and then we swing around here, right down this line here as well. So you're basically keeping that little tab. Alright guys, so we're gonna install the bumper. Definitely need a buddy with you. Kind of gets heavy with the bumper and the winch together. What's nice is you got those two studs sticking out. Makes it easier to kind of lay it on there. Guys, these brackets we supply, there's 2 of them. They get mounted over here. And then what you need to do is mark those 2 holes. Those will be going to be drilled out across, and then you're going to sandwich them with a nut and bolt through the inside of the frame. These are going to be 1/2 inch drill bits. So we got some washers.
2 washers, 2 nuts, 2 bolts.
Сейчас, Илюха, подожди. Once you have screw at the top, you got the 2 brackets on both sides. Our next step is going to be the winch controller. Since we relocated from the top, it goes in there. You're going to reuse your bolts that you took off from the controller. All right, so the ones we cut from the bottom of that crash bar goes back to that bottom of that. You got left and you have the right. So basically this holds the bottom of that fender liner. All right, so if you're doing a floating light mount, these are the holes you're going to use, both sides. Basically there'll be a 90-degree bracket, and then you'll have the actual floating light mount. This customer is not getting a floating light mount, but just FYI guys, that's where it goes. And then we're going to run the harness, run it somewhere that's not going to snag on something sharp and all that. Positive will show you there, ground, we're going to mount it right there. Positive cable is going to go in there, but to get there, we're going to remove the actual cover. There's a couple of Phillips. Basically just kind of twist them to the side and they pop up like that. Fuse box. Guys, once you have the cover open, we're going to install it on any of those 2 ports, whichever one's convenient to you. And then we'll have the power, and then the ground, we have one right here, the ground for the winch. Guys, another note, this is a wireless winch, but what we do usually, since you can't get to this if your wireless remote dies, we have it hardwired in here, going through, and we have it zip tied up here, just in case the customer needs to use the winch and his remote dies. This is a good solution. All right, we're gonna put this back on since we cut it here perfectly for the bumper. Put those 8mm back in. Okay, you guys, so now we're gonna install everything back that we took off originally, the sides, and then the middle. You guys remember those screws we had a hard time getting to? Remember those go back. Then when we undid it, it was easier to unscrew those screws when we had it open. Since we can't do that now, we have the bumper. You're gonna have to do it on the inside of that. Hopefully you guys can get to that from this side. All right, you guys, so we're reinstalling everything. Make sure that you have this bolt in here, this bolt in here, most of the clips, and then the 8mm screws all around the bottom. That we'll put the cover back in there afterwards. Both sides, guys. All right, you guys, this completes our install on a Ram ProMaster, guys. For somebody that's first time installing this, it's going to take you about 5 hours, maybe 6, depending on your tools and what you can do. Somebody that's done it before, I think about 4 hours is, where it's supposed to be. So, guys, as you've seen the video, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Give us a call, shoot us emails, DM us. We're here to help you guys. And yeah, look at the finished product, guys. It's a beautiful thing. I really love it, how it turns out. We got the orange D-ring shackles. We have the Warn Evo wireless with the synthetic rope. We have our hitch receiver here in the bottom. Ties in really nice with everything, guys. I really love this bumper, how it turns out. So again, you guys, thank you.